Hello there, everybody. This is Fearmy Games here with the newest episode of my Divide et Impera Kingdom of Cimmeria campaign, or for short, DEI Cimmeria campaign. Last episode, we wiped out two armies of Colchis that were around Micheta. After destroying both armies with our main army around right here, which is currently trying to recover. We are building up a second army over by Fastus, which is slowly making its way over. But after we defeated Colchis and we're just about ready to take out Armavir and finally put an end to Colchis, Armenia, who isn't even all that friendly with Colchis, have also now declared war on me. Which means now we're up against our first real big faction in this campaign, because Armenia seems to have, probably has a pretty big swath by the looks of things right here. This will greatly increase our territory down and into the Middle East. So we'll have this. We're planning to go to war with Armenia soon. We were not planning to do it as fast as they ended up doing. We wanted to be done with Colchis, get a couple time to replenish our troops, and before declaring war. But the enemy had other plans. All right. So right now, this army still needs time to recover. I'm checking to see if there's anything I can build or anything I want to build, even if I can't. It looks like there's nothing I can build, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to do more recruiting. I don't have a large population of manpower left to recruit an army, so what I think I'm going to try doing for the sake of speed and also to make sure I don't drain this resource, I might just make this more of a levy army. The reason why, one, two reasons. One, it's cheaper, but also two, it's less of a drain on my population of the more elite hoplite population that I will need to replenish my main army over here. That's already been damaged. So let's build a bunch of militia hoplites to fill out the remaining ranks that we need. Let's see. Already got a baggage train. I don't have any cav. I just don't have as much cav in this army, which is a bit of a concern for me. But screw it. Let's try to make some of these two, and we'll put three. We'll make four of the. Yeah, we probably will be fine with that, and then we'll build more of that. Okay, that army eventually I'll replace it and make it a bit more elite. But I won't be able to do it immediately. We'll kind of see how that affects him. I should be fine in terms of upkeep. His militia hoplites are pretty cheap. They're half the price of full hoplite. So we'll just end the turn there. There's nothing else we can do. It's not a good idea to leave Micheta to attack the Armenian army quite yet. They are in a pretty, they're a full stack army, and they're presumably fully replenished, while I need to recover. Sorry about the alarm going off there. I need to replenish my troops before I can get back to a full army. So, if they just stay there and wait, we'll attack them once we're fully replenished, which probably will take a few turns. But, so, I'm a little concerned about Scythia doing that. Because that could be a prelude to, that's probably going to be a prelude to war, if they do that. And I wanted to keep them in peace, especially while I'm focused on the east over here. But maybe because I'm being a big enough faction, and they probably beat up their immediate enemies. I might need to make a militia army on the other side of the world too. So it looks like they're starting to raid me now. Wait. Subversion. The champion right here. I don't really know what that does. Oh, I guess we just wounds the garrison. Okay. I thought it might have also damaged the building, so starting to get an army there. My army won't be complete in time to get to resolve that little battle quickly, but better that I have a full army ready to go rather than attack too early and be completely unprepared. I'm checking to see what I might be saving up for. No, it looks like I cannot afford anything until I complete architectural advances. So these guys, I could trade with them now, but I kind of want to actually attack these guys and make them my servants. So I'm gonna go for trade with these guys.
Your goods? Well, no. We see little gain in trade between our peoples.
Oh well. Yeah, I'd rather actually attack these guys when I'm done with Armenia rather than make peace with them.
We will gladly listen to your offers.
But I offer so much and you offer so little.
Manly stuff for the most part.
Man, I love how they say that. Manly stuff for the most part.
The favorite of Isis, the opponent.
They're at war with a lot of people. Holy crap. I wonder if Egypt's going to be able to survive. They're at war with the Seleucids, the Macedons, the Pontins. I think that's... And then there were so many different factions. So the Seleucids, if I didn't say them already. Oh, wow. I'm surprised. I would be surprised that the Egyptians survive. I could safely say. I wonder if trading with them will make it a bit more appealing for these guys to want to trade with me.
We will gladly listen to your offers.
No, that doesn't make me more appealing to them. Oh, Athens! I completely forgot. I think they must have just appeared.
Fine olives, or with these words you bring joy to my heart and hope to my.
So yeah, we are going to earn a little bit more income from trade now. So these guys, they're going to be a threat soon. So we'll have to be very careful about them. They have a full stack right there. So I think next turn I'm gonna start making an army over here. It doesn't have to be all that strong. It just has to be able to. It just needs to be strong enough to like defend my capital. That's all it really needs to be able to do from Scythia and Irish. I don't think they'll go around to Tanis. They might, but I'd be a bit surprised unless Cyrenaica joins me in the war, in which case they probably would do that. But if they're not in the war, then yeah. All right, so that's fine. How many turns left until this guy's fully replenished? 2 turns. Okay. I feel like 2 turns is a bit excessive, but oh well. Can I have my... What happens if I send my agent to attack him? What's the likelihood of success? 1% chance of success? Oof. Oh, no, I didn't want to send you there. I want to see how much it would be for army sabotage. Apparently there's no chance. So he has a very small chance. I'm gonna try, because he has a low chance of being wounded. And it's better to get him some experience. He was wounded. You schmuck. I knew there was a chance of him being wounded, but I was kind of hopefully at least, even if I was hoping more like just fail straight out instead of get wounded. So that way you can get some more experience going on. But it's not the end of the world they did that. Unlocks burn ammunition, 2% of all units of target army, authority based. Native people go to the local province while deployed. Let's go for that. Alright, well, looks like we'll just have to end turn because there's nothing else I can do. My main army can't move out yet. The next turn I'll probably move out and attack. But because I should be in a good enough spot at that point to fight. We'll kind of see how close to being fully replenished it is before we make that decision. But this one will definitely I'll start moving it south here. If I have to end turn before going off the border, I'll probably stop at this bridge here. Because the bridge is going to be the most defensible locations I can hold. Yep. There is Armenia. I'm going to move this army now towards the bridge if I can move that far. And basically make use of the bridge to hold. I think I don't want to go to fortified stance because I believe it will kind of negate the bridge effect. The fort and bridge are both kind of decent. Kind of situation, but I think the bridge is going to be the most valuable, especially when they have cav. It'll basically completely negate their cav as an adventure. Because the way that it works, at least in my experience, has been the bridge holds the... What is it? The bridge, basically, there's the bridge and there's a ford.
We do not ask it lightly, but the gods favor it. An attack on these people would aid our cause.
Are they at war with... They're at war with who? The Scythians? No, that's not the Scythians. Who are they at war with? Yeah, they're friendly with them. Okay, but... So is it most who? So who is these people? If you pay me money.
You
Sounds good to me.
Blessed with courage, so will you not use that courage to help?
We'll help them out. We're not in the best position to do that, to fight them right now, but you know, it'll mean I advance northeast. So I'll be fighting at a war at two fronts. So I'm gonna try and get this situation settled as fast as possible. So this is a full army. It's not a bad looking army. Their cavalry is going to be better than my cavalry in a one-on-one battle. My infantry will be better than their infantry, though, so it's got to be a question of whichever one gets a little more value. Oh, I'm still unable to... Oh, I still need one more turn. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go to the bridge. We're going to hold the bridge. I think that should be on the bridge. I'm not sure if it needs to be a little bit closer. I think that's close enough for the bridge. And then we'll start replenish. Now we'll recruit these guys now. Oh, these guys take... No, wait. Okay. Oh. I was gonna say, wait, do these guys actually take 2 turns? No. Okay, I was a little worried there for a second. Sabotage was attempted, but it looks like they did not succeed. I assume someone would have said success if they succeeded. So this guy here, he's a purple border around. I wonder what the purple border means. Let me check the loyalty of people. So these guys actually should be pretty happy because I'm at war with barbarians. We're currently, it still looks like we're still at a respected influence. We definitely want to get to admired if possible. So kids are doing fine. Nothing's bad happened. The politics is not quite as in depth in this game, even with DEI, as it is in 1212 AD. So that guy's still there. This one needs one more turn before it's fully ready to go, and I'm just gonna wait that full turn. I think might be. I'm gonna have to wait a couple turns anyways after the battle. I'm tempted to just attack them if I'm being honest. I think so. I'm at war with somebody. So it's camp. So the problem is they're at war with somebody, but I actually do not know where they are. I know where you are. So you are on the other, are right next to me as well. So, but where is this faction? So they're way up there. That means there is somebody between even my ally here and my. So this one. So Samandar, is this also Samandar way? So it's a very big province. So it looks like these guys, they have to go through these guys. Are these guys also with the same people? Because I'll kind of determine how much I need. Yeah, it looks like both of them are currently at war with the same target. I'm honestly tempted. Oof. So I have an idea. This is going to be the ultimate strategy for making people my servants. So first things first, let's start making a population. So it looks like I cannot recruit unit because I can't afford it. No surprise there. And so let's make a militia army. I would like one unit of experienced hoplites to go with it first. It'll make it a little bit more costly to maintain this army, but it'll also mean that I can it'll be a good bulwark in the center to try and help hold the line along with the general. That army's probably not gonna have any cav, which will be a big issue. But there's nothing I can really do about it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, this guy's holding there. So what we can do is we'll tack, I think. They are in a fortified stance, so that does mean they have some defenses to do. But if they do the same thing like the last AI, they might attack me. Because they actually have a cav advantage, which means that... To an extent, which means if they... to an extent, them leaving the fort is actually more advantageous for them than it is for them holding up in the fort, where they can't make use of their cav advantage. So we'll kind of see how it goes. The one thing that's nice for me is that because they have such a low amount of infantry, they can't really bog down all of my hoplites, which means that I can defend my archers, and so long as I can defend my archers effectively, they won't. This should be a battle I win. If this was real life, this would probably be much bigger of a threat, because you know they can harass me, run away, that kind of thing, and make my life a living hell. But because this is the game where they have to fight me here and now, I think I should have the advantage, especially because their spearmen aren't all that strong at being able to hold the line. So probably what I'm gonna do is, instead of going like 3 different directions, I'm gonna go where? Oh, this is how far back I have to go. So we'll go here. I'm actually gonna have these 3 guys a little off to the side here. The reason why is I'm gonna try, if they don't come out, I'm just gonna move this guy out and around to try and bother 2 flanks. These guys I'm gonna have kind of like keep an eye on both flanks, just like I usually do. This will allow me to, you know, protect this. If they charge out here, I can defend them, or if they try to go the long way around, I can defend here, and these guys can be a little more aggressive there. And if they don't be aggressive at all, I can have both these guys just go around the outside and appear back here. I don't think I can draw in my own battles, right? Yeah, I can't draw my own battles. So I can't, like, direct you guys what I was thinking about on the thing, so you just kind of have to, you know, take my word for it. I'm going to separate my hoplites a bit more for 2 reasons. One, makes them a little less susceptible to archer fire, but also additionally I can also make it so that my hoplites are able to just hold the line here. I cannot hide these guys, right? Yeah, for some reason I cannot hide these baggage train guys, which is kind of annoying, which means I need to keep them like maybe if I put them so far away they won't chase them. Let's try that, because the baggage train is not exactly good in combat in the slightest. So I'd rather not do that if I can help it. So what I think we'll do is we'll group these guys up into one group like that, and we'll lock this group. Alright, oh, I did not group these together. I thought I did. So we can't see anything, probably because there's like these the hill and the brush is in the way, so we can't quite see from our vantage point. We didn't see our army moving up. I'm gonna start speeding it up, and I'm gonna keep a close eye out for if I see the enemy moving out of their borders here. We're walking that way. Our units do not like start separating, because our archers will run way ahead of our hoplites. Because they're faster, even outside of phalanx, because it's a very light infantry versus a heavy infantry. It looks like they are choosing to stay holed up, which is good for us. Because that means their cav advantage becomes a lot weaker. Once we get like a little bit closer, I'm going to start running my infantry, especially my archers, because all I need them really to be is in all I really need them to be is close enough to fight. Alright, oh, let me go back. Let me go to play real quick. Fire at will. I don't like that guy. That beautiful concentrated fire doing some nice amount of work. Alright, we gotta keep a close eye out there for when the way the enemies move around. Alright. Cut them down! Okay, my archers are doing good work right now. Especially when it comes to these dealing with these big blobs that they have here. Oof, so delicious. They're not getting that many kills though, despite how many arrows they fired and like in such big blobs. I'm a little surprised if I'm being honest. Oh, they encountered the enemy. Let's try going around them now. Jeez. Okay, they're starting to get some kills, but they're getting a lot less kills than I would expect, considering how big that blob is. For glory and honor. Yeah, the charge has been kind of thrown off by the pathing errors. I'm going to start moving my infantry up here. The back, because they don't seem to be doing much here. These guys are doing a good job holding. They're not getting flanked or anything like that. So they're just... I admittedly didn't do the best job paying attention to what's happening. So they're not as efficient as they could be. This should be a battle that my cav could win if they, properly do their job. But they're not exactly doing a great job of actually doing what they do best. I think I'm pulling out with my general, but I mean, why is my cav just stuck on the walls though? I'm surprised this, there we go. But they're like, it's shock cavalry versus shock cavalry. Mine are heavier than theirs, so we should slowly start winning that fight. Here, on the flank here, I don't really. This is gonna be just a long, drawn out fight here. That I think we should be fine. Like we'll probably win. But our hoplites are definitely not the most optimal like formation. So I'm gonna try and identify who's in the back, and I'm gonna pull them out. And whoever's in the front, I'm going to actually try and form phalanx on them. Unfortunately, the cav is actually perfectly positioned to block me pushing against the towers and stopping them from being effective. All of my archers have run out of ammunition, so what I'm going to do is this. There we go. I'm going to do that.
your command. Swift melee cavalry.
Come on. They should fight through, no problem. Charge! Flank them! Show them who's boss. Yeah, meanwhile, this battle right over here is just one long drawn out slag fight that I'll eventually win, but it's not as effective as I think it otherwise could be. I'm gonna start taking out these towers that are doing just a lot of free damage on my guys, and try to get a nice rear charge there that actually affected that target in the front. Now once we do that, we can charge back this way. Oh my god, Jeez, my hoplites are getting just torn apart by these towers right now. They broke, so let's fall back our general to do another rear charge off. This heavy horse is doing a good job. They're doing exactly what I need them to do, which is hold the line. Oh, what? This gets automatically recaptured if I'm not sitting on it? Ah, that's annoying. I didn't know that. Does it look completely empty? I mean, maybe it wasn't as empty as I thought it was. But still obnoxious, all the same. Especially because now it's causing my general to take a lot more damage than he otherwise would. Fuck me. Alright, now it's completely gone now. Protect the general so he doesn't... Our general has fallen, for fuck's sake! The general must have literally just fallen. Come on, morale. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I thought it looked like it had 0 in it, but I must not have. Because this one is not going back up, but this one did. That's so ridiculous, actually. Okay. If nothing else, we are winning everywhere else, but it's unfortunate we lost our general for it. Because because that shouldn't have been something we lost, but oh well. I'm surprised our archers got so little kills. Must be the shields must have very nice value, more than I thought they did. But because like my archers, there's a big blob of them, and usually when there's a big blob of units, and you just kind of do fire on them, they usually kind of die in droves. But that didn't really happen for some reason in this battle. Our hoplites, look at that one. That one hoplite by himself, almost 500 kills by himself. That's what we call impressive. Our cavalry did a decent job getting around them. It's just unfortunate that that cost our general. I think he was our faction leader too. which is definitely inconvenient. Because his heir is pretty young. Too young to assume the throne by himself. I'll go, guess, for the free guy. Let me go for... No, never mind. It wasn't our faction leader. Never mind. Our faction leader is... Wait. And who died? Well, maybe it was just another noble? I don't know. That's weird. I thought that was our faction leader. I was wrong then. Well, it said... Well, he said it was part of our political party. But, I don't really see that. No, I don't really know what to say. He has died, unfortunately. But his army was victorious. I could attack, because I don't think they are allies, right? They haven't allied since the war, right? Yeah, they're not friends with each other. So that garrison shouldn't support them. So I should probably be able to move up and finish it off. Apparently not. Apparently the garrison will assist them. I could probably fight this out and win, but I'd rather fall back and replenish my troops.
Regroup and fall back.
I'm surprised that the garrison... I guess maybe, but even though... I would think even though they're mutually at war with me, I would think that they would not be so gung-ho about assisting each other. Apparently I'm wrong. Alright, let's start recruiting... some more militia hoplites. We'll do one. So how many militias can I get if I do that? 3 of them. Let's do that. Especially because I don't know how much I can actually afford in the long run. So, and we will need to recruit a baggage train if we're going on campaign. So what we're going to probably have to do is I will probably attack Samandar. Part of me wants to... I might just conquer it. The reason I might just conquer it is, even though I was planning to like not go that far, if I'm at a war anyways in that direction, I'm tempted to not subjugate them. Instead, conquer them and take over the rest of the province, and I might just have to kill my own client state. Which would be unfortunate to do, because I was not planning to kill them. I thought I was gonna be nice to them, but you know, they're in territory I want. Well, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, as expected, they're attacking us, but thankfully we're on a bridge, so this shouldn't be too hard of a battle. Our militia hoplite should be still better than basic Armenian spearmen. They're probably of the same quality. Probably not better, but probably of the same quality. While the main hoplites here are definitely better. So wait, why can't I just... I'm defending. Why can't I have my guys right on the fort? Oh well, looks like I'll have to position myself. I'm actually kind of curious. So these guys, what weapons do you guys wield? So these guys are actually spearmen. I was hoping these were like axemen or something like that guy. You know, give me some axemen for a good flanking unit, but they are not, unfortunately, what I was hoping they were. So we'll have these guys here. Here's what we'll do: 4 militias here, with the levy. I'll help them, and then we'll have our 3 main hoplites and the lone militia, I think, right? Yes. Okay, and then we'll have. Now what our formation will be is we'll basically just do a like, it won't be I won't fully block up the fort. I'm going to make like a U shape around it. That way I can place my archers on the flanks here and they can fire into the backs of the enemy. But this will be roughly how the formation will look. Once they get into position, I'll move them into phalanx formation. Let's see. So these guys I will have here as reinforcements. So let's have the 3 units here. We'll probably do 1 there, 1 here, maybe 2 here. And then we'll do... Which one's this one? We'll probably do 2 here, 1 here. And then our general, we'll have kind of in the middle, along with our baggage train. He'll help whichever side seems to need it. Alright, let's start. We'll focus first on getting our melee infantry into position. Our archers aren't quite as important. Did I Oh, I accidentally moved my militia away from where he's supposed to be. That's not going to be good. Oh, is this fort bigger than I thought it was? No, no, no. Okay, good. Alright. Looks like our melee infantry are getting into position nicely. We'll get these 2 into phalanx. One's in position, we'll move into phalanx. So our archers are doing some are firing at them. Looks like they're not going to advance here, even though they're the ones who attack, so they should be the ones advancing on me. Looks like I actually have a nice bit of high ground right here that I'll be able to make use of. So it looks like they don't have any archers on this side, and their main enemy, their cav is over here. So while they have archers over here that we have to contend with. They are pushing, they're actually using the little small gaps that I have here to try and go for my archers. I'm impressed. It looks like they got stuck, though, before they can finish it off. I'm keeping an eye over here, because I have these guys specifically to help with this kind of situation. These guys are getting pretty beat up by those archers focus firing on them from their weak flank. Our general's under attack. Where is our general? And now you fall back. Looks like there's a decent choke point going on right there. Oh, if we can get some nice shots on that unit, that would be great. Let's keep jumping between them, get an idea of what is the weak spot. So right here should be a really good spot to fire into. There we go. So these guys are getting good shots off. Let's fire into the very heavy missile cav, because they could actually probably be a threat in the long run. Yeah, we're very nicely positioned where they're charging their cav right into my hoplites, who are pretty good at, you know, fighting against cavalry. I'm going to start moving these guys into the flank, and I'm going to keep these guys in position to hold this flank here. They're starting to get pretty beat up over there. Let's see over here what the situation is. Looks like they are fully... Oh, General, you need to assist these archery units before they get brutally murderized. Inspire. Not quite inspire who I was hoping to inspire, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, we can move these guys to start flanking this unit. Where are you guys firing at? You're firing at these guys over here. What's the situation over here? They're breaking. My archers are firing at that unit. Let's fire over here. One of our units has used all of its ammunition. What's over here? General's fighting that they're kind of equal, but my general should win that battle pretty easily. My general's, this unit's been kind of surrounded, but it's in fouling, so it should hold for a little while. I'm going to start moving this guy out to just kind of start assisting it. It will make the position a little bit weaker, but it should also help break them too. Now, that unit's dying pretty effectively. Over here, we're going to start moving this unit out into that flank there. Break them. Over on this side. What's the situation? You're all out of ammunition. Looks like you guys are all out of ammunition. The only one left with ammunition is the one that was stuck in melee. It's out of melee now. So let's charge into their flank there. Meanwhile, you guys fire the remaining bolts you have there. Over here, is any of my units breaking? Looks like one of my hoplites actually broke, unfortunately. But I should be able to keep going. They did get around my hoplite, but I have this unit here that will now rear charge them. That are completely fresh and ready for battle. Let's get an eye on this little charge here. Slam right into their side. Not as satisfying as it could have been in terms of, like, you know, models and stuff like that, but, you know, that's one of the problems with this game. Nothing new. Alright, let's fall back. We don't want these guys stuck in against spear infantry as cavalry. Now we can start collapsing around on these guys. Alright, now we're getting attacked by some shock cavalry. That'll be decently effective. That'll be a pretty good charge off from them. But there's nothing we can. But they looks like they broke. No, they did not break. But they're not in the best position. It looks like. Yeah, they're starting to die. These guys looks like they're gonna waver. If I can get anything on them potentially. Unfortunately, I don't have any more missiles left in this army. Unfortunately, my other general died, which means that army is going to be infinitely weaker than it was before, too. It's a pain. Apparently, spearmen actually followed my guys just, like, a little bit outside, which is kind of weird. But, okay. And I'm going to start using these guys a little bit to, like, kind of help clear up the flanks a bit. Might as well attack that very light missile infantry with my own very light missile infantry. There, that flank's dealt with, so I'm going to start moving this guy around. Might as well finish these guys off with archers. I'm gonna follow this unit back. Looks like they do have some heavy shock cav still left, but yeah, now we're starting to collapse in on their middle. This flank's holding just fine so far, and this flank is about to win their fight, so I'm not too worried about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this one free phalanx up and hold, and basically just hold the forwards now. Meanwhile, this one can start moving over on to this flank here just to be some nice assistance. So that unit shattered. So now we can get these guys in on this flank around behind these cav, and that should wipe out everything except for this unit that kind of glitched out over there. So for some reason, my guys aren't actually attacking them. They're kind of like taking a very weird angle, at least. Let's see if we can get a good charge off and finish these guys off. Yeah, these guys broke. They're not routed, so we'll have to keep that kind of thing, that difference in mind. I'm gonna start following these guys back. I'll keep these archers around here just as like a, you know, occupying force, and I'm gonna send these guys around to deal with that remaining cav that's kind of stuck there. This unit I'm gonna have push into here, and that'll create a gap for my general over here that I can make use of quite effectively, I think. I'm walking these guys, that way they get a little bit healthier. Especially because I do know that that unit's still around. Alright, my general's now in perfect position to hit into the flanks of these guys. I'm going to inspire and rally my troops just to make sure they have any thoughts of running away. What is with this weird positioning on that unit? There we go. That unit's broken, so I actually didn't even need to worry about it. I'm going to form these guys up. Because the enemy cav is trying to position itself. I'll brace them. They're slightly downhill, so that is probably going to be a bit of an issue, but oh well. But they're still charging no matter what. Charging straight into a brace spear unit. Now they're trying to go around, but that's going to be their doom. Because now I can just flank them. I can just charge right into them. And they don't really have a very good charge off. So they should lose even against spear levies, I would think. Just because of the way that the battle is initiated. But just in case, I'm going to send out these, get one of my hoplite units just to be of assistance. Meanwhile, I'm going to send the other one around to flank. My general successfully did break these guys. I'm going to follow him back now and start moving up here with my militia hoplites. And I'm going to start slowly squeezing on this flank here. Why is that unit going in the exact opposite direction of where I thought I told it to go? But oh well. Okay, these guys are going around. I'm going to start walking them now because they're winded. So that unit looks like it broke. The battle is always in my favor, I'll have you know. It was just a matter of whether or not you agreed with me. Okay. So I can probably get my general in here. I just need to find a decent angle for him. I'm going to order these guys to keep pushing in because they're kind of not like actually being super aggressive in the fight, and I do want them to be more aggressive in this fight. Moving fast, active. I'm gonna start running these guys too. Now, these guys are doing some nice work. They're moving around. These guys, these guys are moving very slowly. Jeez. My general got a nice charge off on this side. There's actually the enemy generals also right there. I'm gonna follow my general back. However, the enemy general looks like he's gonna rout. Probably because he also kind of charged straight into a militia unit, right into my hoplites. Let's see if we can catch that the general unit flat-footed with a nice unit of spears, who's have gotten a nice amount of kills, all things considered. Looks like we're gonna catch him. There we go. We got him. It looks like there's an enemy light spearman unit, so I definitely want this guy to come in to assist. My general, I'm going to send in for another charge. Once he gets close enough, I'm going to also inspire. Aw, that didn't get that one like I was hoping. Well, maybe it did. No, it didn't. Nice charge out to finish things off. That The general lost about 9 troops. He's not dead, however, but oh well. Let's get this unit formed up to brace itself. What's your charge bonus? Do you actually have a good one? They have a pretty good charge bonus. Let's just start charging it. Yeah, they're very light infantry, and my guys are even better than them by their being light. So that was a good charge there. I'm going to send in these guys to stop these very heavy shock cav from interfering in this fight. If the enemy made better use of their cav and wait, are they? No. I was about to say, if they make better use of their cav and actually rear charge me, they might actually, you know, have a chance, but they did not do that very smart plan, and so they kind of just died. At the double. Now we can get some nice flanks into their back. Their general is either dead or routed. This will just finish off what remains of their army. Victory's ours, so what we're going to just do is we're going to just clean up house as much as we can. There's probably not a lot to do, but I still want to make sure that they're as wounded as possible. So I do myself need a couple of turns to replenish and get back into the fight. So the more wounded I can make them, the more equalized the situation is going to be, and also to hopefully in my favor. So they lost a whole army, and I did not. So it looks like that one's getting pretty beat up. And they're charging those retreating troopas. Show them who's boss. No mercy for the wicked. Who knows? Man, it's kind of funny how the militia flank broke before the professional side did. Won their side, I should say. I guess it's just like there was technically more units here, but I don't think that necessarily would have made the exact difference. I'm not sure. Heroic victory! Might have been just the way to distribute their units. Dude, these guys are apparently very light infantry, unless I was confusing one of these units for them. Which means that even my levies are better than them. And look at those levies. That 339 kills, 291 kills. That is like cav level of damage. And this one got 253 kills. That's a lot. I wonder why some of these got a lot of kills and some of these got very little kills. And of course my general got a nice amount of kills too. I think this was the militia unit that was on the flank of these guys. And they kept putting a lot of pressure on them, so it doesn't surprise me that this one got a lot of kills if that is the case. Yeah, that was a nice fight. Nice victory. The Armenians fell right into my trap of a bridge crossing battle. Though I'm surprised there was no actual bridge, because there's a bridge on the overworld, so instead it was just 2 forts, which I think is kind of weird. Let's enslave the captives. And what's nice, once it gets back to my turn, I'll have my full army, even though I still need to replenish. I still need to, like, you know, replenish the troops and all that jazz, but I'll be able to I'll be able to move out and probably wipe out this army, finish it off. And then I'll fortify stance to replenish for a couple turns, and then I'll move out. I'll probably send this army against Colchis to the south. Hopefully take out that settlement, the most westernmost settlement, and then I can start pushing eastward and in and completely wipe them out. Excuse me. This part won't go on for too much longer. It is almost an hour. It's been almost an hour in this part, so we won't be going on too much longer. We'll probably do some things, finish things off. Your bodyguards kill the assassin. You assert your strength, and all parties are impressed. Easy. So this guy can no longer be general. Could be governor, which means I'm going to lose some money. Apparently, that's not how you do those. So let's recruit a baggage train. Let's get our archer. We can't apparently recruit more archers for somehow. Why won't it let me do that? Oh, apparently I can't have a certain amount. I guess because I have a lot of them in my other armies, I can't recruit them for this one. That's unfortunate. Skirmishers. That looks like javelin men. So probably have to do Bosphor and slingers then for my ranged units in this army. How many turns would it take for these guys to replenish? 7 turns. Wow. Not very much. I guess because it's being split between 2 separate armies are replenishing at the same time, so I guess it kind of affects it slightly. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's population of this region. What's population? It's over here, right? No. There it is. Maybe it might be time to do that. So let's attack here. They're falling back. I have to be kind of careful not to go too far out of my way. Looks like that army isn't ready for battle yet. Yeah, so I think what we're definitely going to do is we're going to push out here when we're ready, take Trabzos, and then we're going to go to Koron, and then keep pushing east, it looks like, is what our plan's going to be. Go from the ocean inwards. Make them landlocked. So this general gets some nice bonuses. I'm not going to use that one because he does need a bit more actual army stuff now. To make him a better military leader. And I'm just going to attack this one, auto-resolve it to finish off this army. Just be aggressive. Be aggressive. And this time we'll kill the remaining captives, and we get some nice military traditions. So we get bonus campaign movement. I do like that. Which one? Does any of them have more ammunition? I'll go for this one. Alright, let's see. Let's fortify stance here. That should make it take a little less time, but let's just go straight into Macheta. It won't make the... Let's see, how much longer is the difference? 3 versus... probably not as good to make it so our public order isn't going... You know, probably better to make it so our public order is positive, you know what I mean? Instead of making it -10. And next turn we'll fall back here and start replenishing our army, and then before we can move out. Looks like it'll make it a little bit more difficult due to the fact that we weren't able to just collapse in on Colchis and just completely wipe it out. They are getting an opportunity now to replenish their armies and become strong again. So we do have to be a bit careful of that. This is like kind of emergency army I'm making over north. Might end up bankrupting me if I'm being honest. I might move this army if by the time this army finishes and the Samandar isn't a threat, I'll probably just move south here and like combine these 2 armies to take out Trabzon and basically just try to keep up the pressure as much as possible. Once I wipe out this region, I want to try and be a bit more diplomatically friendly with my neighbors if possible. Will you trade with me? I hate you too.
Well, no. We see little gain in...
Alright, so we'll save this part here, everybody, and I wish you guys a good day, night, evening, wherever you may be, and I will see you guys next time. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.